income under Income Tax Act is divided into 5 heads. That is, you can say it as a classification of income into different heads or sources, you can say. So Income Tax Act has divided income into 5 different sources. First is salaries. Then next head of income is income from house property. Then profit and gains from business and profession. Then capital gains and income from other sources. So Income Tax Act has divided income into 5 categories or classes, and it is popularly known as heads of income. So if in examination question comes, how many heads of income are there? So you should write there are 5 heads of income. 5 heads of income are there as per the Income Tax Act 1961. 5 heads of income. Okay. Income from salaries, house property, profit and gains from business and profession, capital gain and income from other sources. Okay. So income tax is divided the income earned by a SSC or a person into 5 different classes. What are they? Salaries, house property, business and profession income, capital gains and income from other sources. Okay. Now very important, every person will not have every source of income. Some may be having salary income and other sources. Okay. Some may be having salary and income from house property will be there. Okay. And those who are doing business or into some profession, they will be having business and profession income. Okay. Capital gain is a rare source of income because capital gain will arise only when you will transfer some capital asset. Like if you will sell land, building, etc., or you're dealing, investing in shares, debentures, when you will transfer that assets, then capital gain will arise. And you can say capital gain will be a rare income in case of an individual, especially because transferring a land, building, etc., cannot be a regular activity. Once in a while, you will sell the land, building, etc., and you will gain capital gains. Okay. Then income from other sources are a category of income which will not come in this 4 source. They are classified as income from other sources, like interest received. It is an income from other source because it cannot come under any four. It is not. It cannot come under salaries. It cannot come under house property. It cannot come under business and profession income, profits and gains from business and profession. It is not a capital gain. So where interest will come, it will come under other source. Similarly, dividend received, this will be coming under other sources. So these are some few examples which we are discussing for purpose of understanding the heads of income. So if a person is a salaried employee, he will be mainly having salary income and he will have some other source income because he might have made investments, etc., in the savings account or FDs, etc. So he will have interest income. Okay. If he is having some house property, if he have given on rent, then house property income will arise. Okay. So if you're a business or a profession person, then you will have this category of income, PGBP. And capital gain, we have understood, this will arise when there is a transfer of a capital assets like land, building, gold, okay, shares, debentures, any investment if you are transferring and selling, any gain which is arising from that transfer will come under capital gains. And all those income which are not covered in these four categories will come under the residual head, which is known as income from other sources. So income tax act divides the income of a person into five heads, that is salaries, house property, PGBP, capital gain, and income from other sources. And total of all this will become your gross total income. Okay. Whatever source you are having, if you will add the income, you will get the gross total income for the previous year. From that, if you will do the deductions, applicable deductions, then you will get the taxable income. So this is how you have to compute the income of a person practically. You will first have to calculate the heads of income, do the total, you will get the gross total income. From that, we will do the applicable deductions given under the Income Tax Act. Then we will get the taxable income. And on taxable income, if we will apply the rate of tax, we will get the tax payable. Okay, this is how it will work practically. So now we will first start with the second head, actually income from house property, not with the salaries part. We will be first starting with income from house property. So, so let us begin our discussion on income from house property. Now, as the head says, it is income from house property. Income from what? House property. So, any income which is arising from an house property will be coming under this head of income. So, any income which is arising from an house property will be coming under this income. Now, what is an house property? It is not defined. What is a house property? House property, general definition, if you will see, it is a place which is having four walls and a ceiling will be house property. Four walls should be there and there should be a ceiling, then that structure will be called as an house property. Okay. If a structure is having a four walls and it is having a ceiling, that structure will be called as an house property, and any income which is arised from that property will become an income from house property. What income you will get from house property? It is generally the rental incomes. If you want to understand in a basic term, you can understand that income from house property is rental income. For time being, you can understand income from house property is the rental income which you will receive from that house property. Okay. So if you are having a house property and you have given that house property on rent, that rental income will be coming under income from house property. This is the first thing. Now, very important thing you have to understand, sometimes even if you have not given the house property on rent, then also income will be taxable. That concept is known as deeming concept. Okay, that we will see when it will be taxable. In some cases, even if you are not given the house property on rent, then also your income will be taxable under house property. That is known as deeming concept that we will see at a later stage. Now first let us understand what is income from house property. So house property is taxable under this head. Income from house property is taxable under this head if the following conditions are satisfied. So three conditions should be satisfied. There should be a house property. First, there should be a house property. And what is house property? We have seen any structure which is having a four walls and a ceiling above will be an house property. So first there should be a house property. Then SSC should be the owner of the house property. Okay, you should be the owner of that house property. And such property should not be used for business or profession purpose. If these conditions are satisfied, any income which will arise from that house property will be coming under this head, that is income from house property. So what are the three conditions? First, there should be a house property, then SSC should be the owner of the house property, then that house property should not be used for any business or profession by that owner. In this if these three conditions are satisfied, then any rental income which will arise from the house property will be chargeable under this head of income, that is income from the house property. Income from house property is one of the important heads of the income under the income tax sector. It is one of the important heads of income. Now, what is chargeable under this head? We have used the term rent. Rental income is chargeable under this head of income. But if you will see the technical definition, Act has not used the word rental income. Act has used the word annual value of the property will be chargeable. Very important. Why they have not used the term rent? Because just now we have understood in some cases, even if you are not giving the property on rent, then also that income will be taxable. So that's why Act has used the word annual value of the property will be taxable, not the rental income. So if in a very basic term, if you want to understand, we can say rental income in general terms. But if you want to understand from Act point of view, you should say that annual value of the property will be taxable. Annual value of which property? House property. Very important. Okay, because it should be a house property. If it is a land which you are giving on rent, it will not come under house property because it is not a house property. For a structure to become house property, there should be four walls should be there and ceiling should also be there. Then only it will become a house property. Otherwise, that structure will not become a house property. Okay, so what is taxable? If you want to say as per technical terms, you should say that annual value of the house property is chargeable. But if you want to say in the general terms, you can say rental income is taxable. But that term is not correct because in some situation there is a deeming provision in which even if you are not letting out your property, then also that income will be taxable. So that's why we will have to say that annual value of the house property will be chargeable under income tax. Okay, so you should remember these terms properly. What is chargeable under house property? It is the annual value of the house property. It is chargeable under the income tax sector. Now, this entire topic is based on calculating the annual value. How we will calculate the annual value of the property. because for paying tax you should get some amount, no? You should get some figure in monetary terms. So how we will calculate this annual value is the basis of this chapter. So this entire topic is based on calculating the annual value of the property on which we will pay the tax. Okay, so we will have to understand the term annual value in very detail for understanding which topic, that is income from house property. See, very important. Here, one important note is the income from letting out a vacant land is coming under income from other sources, not income from house property, because vacant land is not a house property. So, if you are having a vacant land and you are giving that land on rent, then that income will not come under house property. It will come under other sources because vacant land is not an house property. Okay. Because we know that house property means there should be a structure which is having a four walls and a ceiling should be there. Otherwise, that structure cannot become a house property. So, very important is that vacant land, any rent you are receiving, then that will come under income from other sources, not income from house property. Vacant land means you have purchased some land and kept it like that only. You are giving that land on rent to somebody. Okay. So this entire topic on house property is based on calculation of annual value. How we will calculate the annual value of a house property is the basis of this topic chapter. Okay, because for taxing we should get some value, no, in amount. So how we will get the annual value, that we will understand in detail how we will calculate the annual value of a house property. Three steps are there for calculating the annual value of a house property. First is you have to calculate the gross annual value from that property, house property. First, we will have to calculate the gross annual value of that house property. Okay. Second, from the gross annual value, we will reduce the municipal taxes paid by the owner in the previous year. Then we will get the net annual value. Okay. So three steps are there for calculating the annual value. Gross annual value we will first calculate. From that we will reduce the municipal taxes paid by the owner. Then we will get the net annual value. Okay. So first step will be calculating the gross annual value, which is again having some steps. Okay. So for today we will stop here only. How to calculate gross annual value we will see in the next class.